today we're very fortunate. We are joined by Timothy Brian Brinegar, and he also known as Captain Alan Scabbard. And what they do with kids, what they do with families, more importantly, is pretty astounding. For those who don't know, Katie is also known as Lady Catherine, and
Hi.
she is the executive director of Seawolf Privateers. They're a Florida based nonprofit dedicated to supporting foster and displaced children. She's a mother of three, so you have three kids, lifelong advocate for families in crisis. That's a very
Hi.
special mission, and it takes a really you got to be a different kind of person to do that. And I mean, and on the good side, but
Hi.
I I don't know, I don't know that I could do those kinds of things. It's almost like being a hospice nurse. But thank God there are people like Katie, and she has been uh, mostly on a mission to bring in belonging, stability, and love. So before launching Seawolf Privateer, she served as the executive director of a women's transitional home where she worked closely with single women rebuilding their lives. She is also the author of the Seawolf Privateers Adventure Book series, created to help children, especially those in foster care, feel seen, valued, and part of a family. And as her pirate persona, Lady Catherine, Katie helps create immersive, imaginative experiences where children can escape difficult circumstances and simply be kids again. Gosh, they need that. Her work focuses on strengthening not just the child, but the entire foster family unit, creating a support system that can last, far beyond that single moment in time. So, man, you got lucky, dude.
Yes, very, very. It's like bringing an angel into your home. So, very, very fortunate.
Yeah,
It was
yeah. And you've been married for 5 years?
5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Three kids already?
Yeah. She
So,
had the three girls of her own, and then I had the two girls, which
okay.
they're all grown up now.
Oh, yours, mine, and ours. I love
Yep.
it. So, but now you're the uh president, where she
Hi.
is the executive director. And you are a former foster parent, and you are currently an adoptive father. So
Hi.
you get to bring some firsthand experience and pretty deep understanding to the challenges that everybody is going to face. It's okay. But within after the first month, here's some of the things you're going to go through. So really cool to have that much of a background in what you're doing for these kids. It's like you can't put one over on somebody who was doing that before,
No,
right?
that's right. Yeah. Yeah. I have a
Now,
lot of experience in that. So,
now you also do some gigs out of St. Augustine. Is that correct?
yeah, we do. Yeah. We have the pirate store that we work with down there for sure. And then we
Oh, I
obviously
didn't
we
know
do
that was
parades everywhere.
yours.
Yeah, well, it's working towards a partnership.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, because I've been in there.
Mhm.
I love going. I love going through all of the St. Augustine pirate stuff, and it's fascinating. I lived in Key West, and again, as a local, you learn to appreciate more than just Duval Street and
Mhm.
the Sunset Pier, where you get out into the water and we got to meet so many people. And these were real pirate treasure hunter dudes. I knew Mel Fisher, and I mean I knew him to where
Mhm.
back when he was just I mean hadn't hit yet. So he had
Right.
put every penny, every dime he had nothing. And he would come into my bar and I'm not kidding you. I would just say, "Okay, I'll give you drinks as long as you sit and talk to my customers. And he would, and he would,
Yeah.
but uh, he really was somebody that lived it for sure. So now,
Mhm.
how did you come into the pirate background?
From the music side, I was in a band and we played music, and I've always been the entertainer. So, and I enjoyed doing the fantasy things, and it worked towards piracy or privateers. So that's how I
Right.
ended up doing that, because I just love entertaining people. So, and the children watching the smiles on their faces, that just drew me in all the way. So I've been that way for over 32 years. So,
Yeah. Well, it's a heck of a mission. Again, it's like one of those things that nobody wants to talk about. I mean, you feel
mm,
guilty for not adopting a kid, but yet, you don't maybe have the resources.
that's right.
So what do? You turn your head away and you try to just look beyond it and away from it.
Mm.
So you have a lot of challenges to
Yeah.
overcome.
Yeah.
So
We
tell
face it a
us.
lot.
So what is it that you think is the way to change the circumstances of these types of programs?
Working towards the community get involved. Obviously, you just stated
Okay.
working with people, knowing what's going on around them, because it
Hmm.
is the future of your community. Your children will be
Right.
growing up with these children that have been put in these positions, and any way we can develop that and make that transition in there and get them where they feel wanted, needed, and are important as anyone else in their families and things of this nature. You got to build that structure around them so that they can move forward. And that's what the community has to be involved to do that. If they don't uplift, well, it makes things on down the road
Right.
more difficult for our
You'll
families. Yeah.
pay one way or the other.
Right. Right.
That's
Right. Yeah.
that's
You
the
have to.
indisputable law. But so I guess then, what is it that you need? I mean, I know that you have all kinds of great fundraisers, and I want to talk about the extravaganza. But what else do you guys need as far as resources that will help the mission? In now and in the future.
Well, for me and my first mate. It is working towards getting as many members we can. Members meet, to my view, someone asked me, Captain, how many members do we need? There's 130 some thousand people in Flagler County. I need 130,000 privateers. So, and they
Right.
do that by being part of us. So, as far as narrowing it down to people that we need to bring aboard, is advertising, social media people that can help us with newsletters and so
Hmm.
forth. People on our donations, working with those donations, keeping those connections with the people that we already have that donate to the mission. Um, we don't really have a strong grants and finance committee at this time, so that was something that we need to work on and bring someone in to help us with that. So, you know, coming in on board and try and get and fill those places, and obviously not just one person in those places of donation grants and advertising social. We have to have more, have to have teams. So we have different sets of groups, and everyone, when they come on board, we try and have them choose a spot that they wish to work and build their strengths in that area based on what they have in their experiences and their training in life, and invest their time back into the community.
Sure. Well, now that leads into, why does this really matter?
Well, just making that statement, it matters that the futures of your children and the history down the road, not behind us, but in front of us, the future of these children
Hmm.
successful in life as we can make the opportunities for them, because your children are going to have to be with these children in the future. And if we don't sustain a strong structure around all of us, including everyone, but around these children, this is just
Sure.
a non-productive. It's just non for our community. These children need to be loved, cared for, supported, and so that when they grow up with everyone else, that the whole thing flows forward in a positive manner.
Well, uh, you couldn't ask for any better mission. And well, how many foster kids or adoptive kids are there in Volusia County? Is there a number on
Right.
those?
Yeah, it varies. Obviously, it goes up and down. Some of the kids go home, but a lot of them don't. It's anywhere from 100 to up as high as 200. And a lot of times it's around
Wow.
100 to 120 all the time. Yeah, yeah. We've had a lot come in the last, I would say, 6 months. It just started
Mhm.
escalating a little bit. So we've had many emails on first
Well,
placements, which we make sure we get stuff out for.
so how does somebody like connect with you?
The easiest way, they can go onto the website, and on the website they have all the things to sign on there for what you would like to be participating in, where you want to be a volunteer or a privateer. So privateers,
Okay.
you got to wear a garb because that's in front of the kids. Our volunteers are back support to make sure everything gets done, and they
Hmm.
wear their T-shirts. So both versions, if they go onto the website, you can select the box on there that says volunteers, and then you can make a choice. And then we actually have our privateers pay a tuition because they get we give them a T-shirt every year, and we have all of our
Hmm.
sponsors, and they'll get a card for those sponsors that gives them discounts because of their work and their efforts in that. And our sponsors are willing to support them in that, so they can get a few little things with a little bit of a discount, which is we praise them for that,
Well,
giving us that
Tim, I got to
opportunity.
tell you, I'm glad you brought that up because I'd like to thank Captain's Barbecue, R and K Roofing. Those guys are tremendous. We had been doing this Christmas club through them, and I mean they gave us like their whole warehouse. Greg
Hi.
Lynn Jewelers,
Oh
Carrabba's,
yes, yes.
Sweet Melissa's homemade ice cream. Oh my God. You got what did you
Gotta
guys
love
just
that
go
ice
out
cream.
to all of the food places? Texas Roadhouse,
Yeah,
Funky Pelican. They're out in Flagler Beach. And then a touch of
yeah,
funk,
yeah. They're wonderful. Touch of
Ashen
funk.
Ale,
Yeah, it makes.
and the Pirate Store.
Yeah, yeah. The pirate store now. Of course, that's part of our living. So, but we obviously that pours back in. I put everything that I'm able to do from self,
Yeah,
all of our time,
I can't imagine you're gonna become a gajillionaire doing this.
no, no, no. We don't. That we're all volunteers,
It's a
and
mission for the heart.
that's
But
exactly what it is.
what we will do is, and I've already gotten all of the links, so I'm going to create a QR code so that people can just click on that and go right into your website. And now, you also accept donations, correct?
Oh yes, a privateer never refuses a little bit of flow. So you can go right on the website there too as well
What a
and click on or
stupid
make a
question.
donation.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tim. But again, we'll get all of these links on there so people can actually interact with you and become, a part of the community and family that you envision.
We'd be honored for everyone that can join us, and I think the community's done a fine job, and I believe that Flagler County is a fine bunch.
Mhm.
They all put in quite a bit to many different things, so I'm very proud of all of them.
Well, bless your heart, and Katie, again as well. Pretty much martyrs for adoption services, but we love you. We thank you, and I will do my best to make sure that people know more about your organization and how they can become a part and help you guys help our community. So, thank you for coming
Hi.
on. We really appreciate it. Is there anything right now? You got a minute? Oh,
Yep.
extravaganza. What do we got
Extravaganza.
on
That's
that?
for the kids of the community. We're going to have the ship there. We're going to have a lot of music and a lot of great games, and there'll be the community's giving out eggs there, and that's going to be a lot of fun.
Where's
It
this
always
going to
is. We
be?
love interacting with the kids. And then, of course,
Where's
right
this?
behind that, this is right down at the park or at the lake. That is, that's embarrassing. Um,
I wasn't trying to stump you.
That's all right. It's the park right there before 100. What's it called? Oh my goodness, it's at the lake. It's where we have all our Christmas things and all those things, you know. That's where the
Okay,
parade
well,
goes now. So,
we can get that link and put that into the
mhm.
show.
Yeah. And the next thing right
So,
after that, you know what's coming? You know what's coming right after that?
no, what's coming?
That would be that would be the murder mystery. So grab your
Oh,
tickets online. That's right. That's the murder mystery. That's going
now
to be exciting. It always is.
is this a pirate themed murder mystery?
That's right. That's right. It's a great
Oh,
show. We've done
great.
this is number 9. This is number 9 that we've done. So we've done 9 of these shows and Katie is always the writer for these. She writes the book and she writes the plays. So
Well, now, and people can get tickets for these, I assume.
yes, you pop right on the website, or you can scan some of the patterns that's out there. You can grab your tickets. But watch out, they're going to go up in price, so you better grab early. They're 55 right now. That includes your meal. We have a
Wow.
cash bar, all those kind of things. And of course, all those donations, you know where those go. That brings those
Will
smiling
there be
faces
any
on those babies and
entertainment?
sports and families. Yeah, yeah. We do the whole play and everything. And you might hear me sing a shanty or two.
Well, I definitely count me in. I'll be going. I love it, and I just think what you're doing is so tremendous, and I can't thank you enough on behalf of myself and the community. So keep going. Say hello to Katie, and thanks for being on the show, Tim.
All right. Thank you all. We appreciate you.